I don't need anything.
That is rarely true when one has been hurt so dearly.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins, Leliana's song. I don't know what is my problem. I'm hoping today I'll have better luck with this. But we'll see.
Here comes trouble!
I don't know why it seems impossible to kill these mulberries.
Face me now!
Not that I really want to, but I don't have a choice. No matter. And I'm already dead. How? How? Because the door got shut? Really?
Yes,
Open the
I
door.
will.
Did I shut the door? It might have been me. It was probably me. Can he heal me again? He can do a group heal, which probably isn't a bad thing.
Yes.
Right. Oh!
Finally!
Why did he freeze me? He is like one of the worst mages ever. It's like I'm playing a
Fair
mage.
fight!
Really,
My turn!
really awful.
I'm hurt here, come on! I'm
Payback.
wounded!
Yeah, I am wounded. Are you healing me? I don't
Here.
know. Oh, yes, you did.
I'll
Good.
do it. Another pawn in the game!
You asked for it! Ah! Ha! If you
Okay.
demand it!
Let's see if we can get this done with no problems. I'm hoping we can.
Ah! Right.
Perfect.
No one else is coming. Follow if you want. I have people waiting for me.
Okay, so we've got a bunch of prisoners. Can we talk to you guys?
I prayed to be free of Raleigh. Thank you.
Free. You are a spirit of virtue.
It's done.
Ooh. Not better for me, but they might be for one of them. Let's see. The swords are not better. The gloves are not. The ring is just a ring. So let's see, what do you have? Nothing. So let's give you some armor. That might be why you keep dying. Is this a better sword? Yeah, it does a lot more damage. We'll give you a ring. And we'll give you armor. Look at that. It's almost like it was made for you.
Girl, you are wonderful. Thank you.
You want out? Move. There is no one else.
Okay. Let's save. And let's see if we can get out of here. You know, there is one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to look at the codexes. Malbari Warhound. Dogs are an essential part of Ferelden culture, and no dog is more prized than the Malbari. The breed is as old as myth, said to have been bred from wolves who served Dane. Prized for their intelligence and loyalty, these dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters and pair with them for life. To be the master of a Malbari anywhere in Ferelden is to be recognized instantly as a person of worth. The Malbari are an essential part of Ferelden military strategy. Trained hounds can easily pull knights from horseback or break lines of pikemen. The sight and sound of the wave of war dogs howling and snarling has been known to cause panic among even the most hardened infantry soldiers. See, so we might not have to read creatures unless it's a creature that we don't know about, because that's exactly the same as it was. And should I read these control ones? Probably, but am I going to? You guessed it. No, I'm not. The Orlesian Game of Intrigue. I remember Marjolaine had given me clippings from a Ferelden book, a social dissection of Aura's Orlays, or some such. Orlays presents a veneer of opulence, but the aristocrats are committed to the system of social one-upsmanship. They call the game. Sprawling receptions delight friends and foe, while bards strike from shadows with intuition, larceny, and assassination, often to the strange delight of their targets. Control of these amateur agents is yet another layer of the game. Amateur agents I liked. The rest could not be more dry, for Elton truly did not understand my world. And that, of course, was Marjolaine's intent. I had arranged my favorite associates and followed her to Durham, not for the promise of money, but for the excitement of toying with fools. I was her creature. The Hard Line. I remember the soldiers called their group the Hard Line. It was not unearned. They were freeholders sworn to one Harwin Reginald. No. Rylan? No. Braylon? A noble who had distinguished himself during the Orlesian Ferelden conflict, but they ended the war in disgrace, and their patron was even denied the return of his title and land. I knew nothing of this at the time. I would come to regret it later. Sketch. I remember I met Sketch in Val Royalex, but he had spent so much of his life hiding amongst immigrants and smugglers, he lacked the connection, resentment, and even the accent of the other city elves. His primary concern was about prosecution as a mage. Prosecution as a mage, not an elf. He was not the barrack type, but I suppose the game was not forgiving. I suppose the game was more forgiving than the Templars. I remember his book. I remember his books. Not unexpected for a mage, but most were more mere distractions. The thinnest pulp of history, the only proper magic tome, was a volume of philosophy and ethics regarding the manipulation of summoned creatures, which he owned because it was large. He was slowly covering every page with little preoccupied scribbles as though the text wasn't even there. Tug. I remember. Tug was a dwarf, with few words for strangers, and choice words for friends. He was a strange fit in Orlais, but he never offered a reason for why he left his home. I had accepted his company and friendship, knowing he would share what he wanted in his own good time. He laughed when I first asked about the silk handkerchief. We'd been in some noble's vault pocketing gems, and Tug would be rummaging the liners. Then they were his particular luxury, because one can never be sure of toiletries while traveling. He once said far too loudly that he spoiled himself and lost his callus, but I suspect that may have been for Sketch's blanching reaction. Okay. Let's continue on.
In my time.
Are we gonna get a Mulbari? If we're gonna get crunch bars, better. Oh, no. I'll just focus on you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. You get that mage out of here, will you? doing? I don't even know.
Yes, I will. Never caged again!
Okay, great.
Here comes trouble! In my time.
Let's try to get this mage dead, because he killed our mage. And our mage was the only one healing anyone. Okay, good. Let's see if we can get this Mulbari out before he kills us.
Come and get it!
There we go! Triumph!
Can't believe this.
Can't believe I won.
Do this.
Yes,
I
I know.
have to.
You're being a little bit of a baby. Although I have to say she is much stronger in this game than she was in the last one. No one else is in the cutscene?
Shh. You're safe now.
Okay, now they don't sound as much like Marjolaine. Freedom was a small comfort. I can never
Dorothea?
get fast enough.
Dorothea!
She looks like Queen Honora.
Your guest is awake.
So I see. Please, give us a moment. Please. No doubt you have questions.
Just get to the point. Who are you? Where am I? Why did you rescue me? Why did you rescue me?
You saved me? Gave me a key?
You didn't need a key. You could have tricked the guard or bound a splinter into a braid for a lockpick. And you would look good with braids, you know? Anyway, all I did was suggest that you are never powerless when others are in need.
But why?
Because I needed to hear the same thing when I was in your place.
Where am I?
This is a chantry? Am I to be arrested?
The chantry is not an arm of the king's law. Although I am certain these good Ferelden's disapprove of both of our actions.
But you are one of them.
I am also a legion. They have no reason to listen to me. But they know that if I fail here, it may harm the chantry as a whole.
Who are you?
Dorothea? Should I know you?
No. If you wish a full introduction, I am formally Revered Mother Dorothea.
Your Reverence, then?
My temple is in Orlais. I came here without sanction, hoping to fix the mistakes I have made. So please, just Dorothea.
Just get to the point.
This is all interesting, but I need to be a long way from both Ferelden and Orlais very soon.
The papers Marjolaine sold to Commander Raleigh were mine. The papers used against you.
You did this? Those were Orlesian military. It is treason.
My temple receives troop movements, so we can minister in the field. They were stolen. In a moment of weakness. I didn't know why Marjolaine wanted to be so close to me, but it felt like youth.
So I paid for your mistake. I tried to stop it. I won out. Are you asking me to get them back?
I suppose you think this gives us a common cause.
In my profession, common cause is found at a much higher level. But I think we both know there is business yet unfinished. My papers, your own needs.
I don't need anything.
That is rarely true when one has been hurt so dearly. I can tell you where Marjolaine is, where Commander Raleigh is. Help Ole and yourself. I will be here when you decide you are ready.
I'm ready. Are we gonna just sneak around and see what we can steal? Where's everybody else that we freed?
Sketch?
Thanks for getting me out of that place, Leliana. No market for a helper.
No market?
That Raleigh wasn't going to keep me long. A spy ringleader like Marjolaine painted you. You were going to the highest bidder. Maybe even the Empress.
Tell me what happened to Tug. That can't be the law. Be ready to leave. Tell me what happened to Tug.
I just wish I had been there for Tug.
They did him first because he wouldn't shut up. Drove Raleigh's men crazy for days, laughing at them. He was stalling for me. They said they'd take my hands. Only way to trust a mage.
Oh, Sketch.
All I see is red. But it doesn't matter. We can't fix this.
I say we get payback. We can do what's right. I say we get payback.
We'll make sure everyone pays, I swear.
Then what? Then I'm happy. Odds are slim.
Just be ready. Silas, was it?
Yes, I had to follow. I hope to earn the good mother's trust, and yours. I stand ready to go after the commander. And this Marjolaine who put you at his mercy.
There's more at stake. Who said I want to? I don't blame you. There's more at stake.
Apparently this now involves nations? Or threatens to?
I don't pretend to understand all that. I was in Raleigh's care a lot longer than a week. Whatever I can do to settle my debts, I will.
Why were you in the dungeon? What do you intend to do? I must go. Why were you in the dungeon?
So, did I free a criminal?
I poached some game. I'd have taken my lashes, but Raleigh doesn't like inconveniencing the king's law. He had me for months. For no reason beyond his own amusement.
It would not last that long. You're well trained for a poacher. What do you intend to do? I must go. You're well trained for a poacher.
How does a petty criminal get so quick with a blade?
Former soldier. I was probably not too far from Raleigh during the war. Glad to say I'm nothing like him now.
What do you intend to do?
So you'll follow me? Where do you think that will lead?
If I can end this, I hope to serve the Chantry. They will already know my good intentions. What about you?
Me? Nobody cares what I want.
You should.
Aw, so sweet. I must go.
No doubt Dorothea is waiting for me.
I'll follow you where you lead. I owe you that, and more.
Okay, new codex. Let's read it now. Solus, I remember. Solus Corthright was an odd one. He eagerly fell back into the role of soldier. At the time, I assumed he wanted revenge. I would come to see that he was trying to be the example that Ryling had spoiled. I'm not sure Solus ever realized what he was doing. Eventually, I would feel a sad kinship. Marjolaine had offered my profession in a similar way. Solus had been stripped of everything, so he had nothing personal to show his nature. But there was something about the way he looked at the trappings of the Chantry, especially the candles. He was a stranger there. Like me, but as a Ferelden, he was not so far from home. It was important that everything be just right, not because he believed, but because someone believed. I found that charming. I guess that kind of is charming. Nothing we can do here. There we go.
Our Lady Andraste, blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. She is beautiful.
An introduction. I remember a statue of Andraste. There were many, in both Orlais and Ferelden, but I had never held still long enough to really see one. The chance of light would put my younger self to sleep, but the beauty and strength of that figure offered strange comfort. I was too foolish for revelation, but doubt would bring me back, and there would be no shortage of that.
still here for you, Leliana. Missy, need something to perk you up. Road ahead will be a tough one.
Lem? How?
Yeah, I went to ground when Marjolaine showed her colours. Almost gave you up after the week. Hard to miss your escape, though. Lots of people thanking their Orlesian she-devil. So, need anything?
Business as usual for you? Let's trade. That's it for now. Business as usual for you? I'm surprised to see him here, honestly.
You're right back to selling? Even after all this?
Marjolaine left me dry too. Pissed about that, but the payout must be good to drop resources like us.
You're saying you'd have done it too?
Well, not to me, but I understand. That's the game.
It wasn't supposed to be.
It's not the way I remember it.
I get used to it if you want to be like her. That's what you want, isn't it?
That's it for now.
No, I don't want to think about that right now.
Suit your own self.
It's definitely a different side of her than we had known before.
You work in this temple?
I am giving my life to the Chantry, yes. If you'll excuse me.
I apologize. Okay, I don't have no clue what that was about. I apologize if I hurt you. You lot are easily scared. So much for Chantry Arity. I apologize if I hurt you, baby.
I'm sorry about earlier. I wasn't sure where I was.
It's not that, miss.
What then?
I was like you before I came to serve Our Lady. It troubles me.
I don't understand. You think you're better than me?
I don't need your pity.
No, forgive me. It's just... I don't have a mother's training. It's hard to see someone in pain and not know how to help.
I'm not in pain.
That's what I thought before Andraste. I'm sorry. I'm making it worse. If you'll excuse me.
Well, she seems like a bitch. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.